What's up, Pooh? You ready for this?
Yeah.
We would like some volunteers from the audience to come and check to see how tight the chains are to verify that this is the real deal Holyfield. So, can we get some people, anybody who's had a couple of beers and feels like they're not embarrassed to yank his chain, please come up to the front.
I have had a few beers. Yeah. That's on there. Oh, yanking chains.
2 thumbs up from Coral Stabs. They say it is legit. The chainage is legit. So, Matt Kubo, thank you for coming to do a presentation with us. Mayu is trying to give you a lay, and hopefully she will also verify that your chains are very tight. So, the title of his presentation is Pechakucha Honolulu Live Action Extravaganza Bonus Event Extra 400 Seconds Time Hour. Matt Kubo grew up in Kaimuki and is a proud graduate of University of Hawaii at Manoa. He is finishing his Masters of Fine Arts at the University of Texas at San Antonio. And Kubo has learned a few new tricks since last being in Honolulu, so get ready. He is a performance artist. Can we get a round of applause?
You good? Before I start, I just want to say I'm going to try to get out of this in the 400 seconds allowed. Every now and then this doesn't work, so bear with me. I've been away from Honolulu, Hawaii. I've been in San Antonio for the past 2 years. Some of my work that I've been working on, so whenever you're ready. Alright, so this kind of originated with a performance piece called Live Action Extravaganza Super Gala Event Fun Time Hour, where I had a bunch of carnival tricks and knife throwing, chain escapes like you see here, staring contests, jankenpon, you know, rock, paper, scissors, sandwich making, beer drinking, hugs, stare-offs. And as you can see, this is the stare-off. So I have a carnival wheel with 10 activities, people pay $1, spin the wheel, and one of those, whatever activities land on, that's what has to happen. I never lost a stare-off. Not once, so far yet. Either first to blink or first to laugh. That's usually the format of this. Oh, these net ones are bad. This is a jankenpon, or if you're in South Texas, it's jankenpan. You guys know it's rock, paper, scissors, but you know, I had to educate a few people up there. I'm about 50-50 on a jankenpon. 400 seconds is not a lot of time, guys. Knife throwing. So when people pay their $1, spin the wheel, I clock in, they get a time card that's signed after. If you get a knife throwing, then I throw my knives at a time card. I'm about 4 to 6, so that's not a really good ratio. This is why I don't throw knives at live people or any other, you know, moving things. You know, just because of my accuracy. The hug is always the best. I mean, after being in this small room under the lights for about an hour, there's nothing better in the world than to give somebody a nice sweaty hug that, you know, of someone I just met. It's perfect. So some spots on the are wild cards, and then they draw. So this person got 2 at one time, her choice. She picked to chain me up and to sing karaoke with me. That was another choice that you had on the wheel. So here's her changing. I use a shorter chain for this event. This is a 30-foot one, so you guys got a real treat with the 100-foot one and 4 padlocks. As you can see here, I'm mostly out of it and singing. It's great when I'm trying to sing and I put the mic on the floor, then I have to kneel down and kind of ride on the floor and sing. I'm really stuck in this one, guys. I think the lay is messing with me. It's like the straw broke the camel's back. Yeah, so we sang Betty Davis Eyes. So it was a great performance, one of my favorites. Oh, okay. I'm almost got a hand free. It's almost there. Also on the wheel was stun gun. Most people do not want to stun you. I met 3 that take way too much joy into stunning me, and she just took it too far. It's 100,000 volts. It hurts. It kicks. But look at her face. You can really see the intentions and goodness or evil inside people. Another project I worked on, I put a lot of quotes, like inspirational quotes, the kind you see on Facebook updates and Twitters. I recorded them on cassette tapes. Things like, there are 2 ways to live, as if nothing is a miracle, or as if everything's a miracle, Albert Einstein. I put these on cassette tapes. I gave them out around San Antonio in my neighborhood. This is downtown Elvis. I played the message for them, and then I gave them the cassette tape. I had some contact information there, but so it was just about giving these, strange forms of communication, taking that digital back to the analog in a weird way. For the exhibition, I had 100 of those quotes against the wall, and I played them back on my tape recorder and gave people headphones and they listened to it. Sometimes I got real meditative, like this one here. It's a pretty interesting example of this person listening to that quote. I've also done some public work. Oh, 1 hand free. This is downtown San Antonio, so I worked with this organization called Public Art San Antonio, PASA. I was given this storefront and $2,000 to do a public art piece. I worked with this block on Commerce Street, and I hung out in the neighborhood for a couple of days. I got a real feel for it. So the images I chose were shopkeepers in the neighborhood. This is Mansour, he owns a corner store in San Antonio, and so this is plywood that's been cut. All that negative space is actually cut out of the wood. So similar to some work that I had done here in Honolulu with plywood, just on a larger scale. One of the first pieces I did in San Antonio was I would go to the malls and I would take portraits with people. I would set up appointments at JCPenney Portrait Studio and then wander the mall and try to find people to take portraits with me. Now, these are people I just met, so, the real part about this is relinquishing control of my work to other people and them kind of taking control of it, because the photographer takes control and other people take control of it. And, likewise, these are some drag queens that were working on a YouTube series that they were filming in the mall. So they were quite happy to be part of the piece. These people actually, they donate money to the university, and they funded my fellowship, and seeing some of my first semester's work, they pulled funding. Southtown, South San Antonio. You meet girls like this. And they got lots of tattoos down there. Anyhow, Honolulu. I'm happy to be back in town, at least briefly. And San Antonio's been treating me well. I just want to thank you for your time. 400 seconds this evening. Thank you very much. It was the delay made it harder to me.
Thank you, Matt. How about one more round of applause for pulling the chain?